Representative Khanna of California. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us. With the crisis over the debt ceiling delayed at least for a few weeks till early December, where do talks stand right now on the massive reconciliation package? We're talking about the $3.5 trillion reconciliation package, and for that matter, the $1.2 trillion infrastructure package.
Well, if the talks are ongoing, all Democrats want to deliver on the working families agenda. They want to give folks child care. They want to make sure Americans can have preschool education, that seniors can get dental care and hearing aids. But right now there's a disagreement with two senators, and there's an effort to persuade them, and there has to be a compromise between Senator Sanders and Senator Manchin. I know you're ready for a compromise. You previously told me, Congressman, you'd be actually open to shortening the number of years that the programs are funded to keep more in the bill, more that those proposals in the bill. Let's say instead of 10-year funding, go down to 5-year or even 3-year funding. That would reduce the overall cost dramatically. It sounds like a lot of House progressives are in lockstep on this strategy, but where does the White House stand? Well, I first floated that on your show, and it turns out a lot of colleagues agree. We can deliver for the American people, make sure that they're getting the benefits of child care, making sure they're getting the benefits of dental and vision, but not do it for as many years, and you dramatically lower the cost. That is one avenue that the White House is open to. The important thing, Wolf, here is that the vast majority of the Democrats, progressives, liberals, moderates agree. It's really two senators that have to be convinced, and I know the president is trying to convince them. If you can't convince those two senators about the big reconciliation package, do you think it's still doable to get the infrastructure, the $1.2 trillion traditional infrastructure package passed? No, because there are important climate provisions that aren't in the infrastructure. That package was always designed to include climate that are in the second package. But I believe we will get there with someone like Senator Manchin. He already is at $1.5 trillion. He needs to make sure that it helps West Virginia. We ought to say we'll do everything possible to make sure West Virginia is the biggest winner in the entire country out of this package, that the green jobs are going to be there. I think there's a way to get him to a win. I know this. Senator Manchin and Senator Sanders both respect President Biden. If anyone can do this, it's President Biden. Voters are getting clearly frustrated, as you know, Congressman. It's showing in President Biden's approval rating. What's at stake if Democrats fail to deliver on infrastructure and reconciliation, wind up with nothing? Wolf, it's a big deal. We have to deliver. This is what we ran on. This is what we promised. We now have to deliver. But the COVID pandemic has been a big part of this. I mean, many people thought by now we'd be out of it. It's been a tough year and a half. So as we see vaccinations increase, as we hopefully see the end of the year, the numbers come down, I think that also will be a big part of the president's numbers turning around. Well, let's see what happens. Representative Khanna, thanks as usual for joining us. Thank you, Wolf. Just ahead, whistleblowers